What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning into this video, and you're probably going to notice something different just by watching it. This one is basketball and not football, and you might be a little confused, but one thing I do want to start doing with this channel is, discussing more different sports. I'll probably just keep it to football and basketball, but I'm going to do a few basketball videos here and then, and this one is going to be about CJ McCollum. The Blazers went on this crazy run led by Damian Lillard to make the 8th seed. They just beat the Grizzlies in this game you're watching right now. And I'm going to be going over mostly this game, but some other clips from some other games where CJ McCollum is really coming through for the Blazers down the stretch. And the point of this video is I'm going to show you why he's the perfect sidekick for Damian Lillard. He does everything the Blazers need him to when he's healthy. He struggled with injuries this year, but he's done everything the Blazers have needed him to this year. And whenever Damian Lillard is kind of off, like he was in this game, Lillard was off in this game, but he was able to give the ball to McCollum, and that sealed the deal. So just going to hop right into it. So one thing that the Blazers have been criticized a lot for over the years, since they've had both Dame and CJ, is that they have these two smaller, ball-dominant guards who aren't great at defense. And it's kind of like, that only works if you're the Warriors, But even Clay is good at defense, though. But I think it works for their offense because I think that almost always either Dame or CJ is hot on the night. They're never cold at the same time, and so you're always going to have a guy to go to. And one of the things CJ is very good at as an ISO player is getting to his spots, and that's what he's going to do on this play right here. Damian's going to bring up the court. It's 101 Grizzlies, 93 Blazers, so they're trying to get something going. He brings it up. And right here, there's nothing going, so he flips it to CJ. Now I want you to watch how fast CJ is going to get to his spot. Right there. As soon as he catches the ball, he's going to dash straight to the spot and pull up. Dillon Brooks, he's not a bad defender. He's a decent defender, but he can't guard this. I mean, he just can't. CJ gets it right out here and immediately comes straight in, pulls up instantly. He knows exactly what he wants to do with the ball before he gets the ball, and we'll replay it again. This is what he does best for this team. You're going to see Dame bring the ball back up. He just gets to his spots very fast, very quick, catches the defender off guard. Dame's going to come to the right here, passes it. Brooks, nowhere near ready. Boom, just like that, pull up, hit it. It's perfect. And that's how Dame plays pretty much too, and that's how the Blazers run their offense. And the way they run their offense, it makes it so when Dame isn't having the high caliber games that he's having, like he didn't in this one, you have CJ who can take the load off of him. So the next clip I'm going to show you is about 2 minutes later, and you can see the Blazers are down by 5 now. So they're still trying to come back. CJ McCollum is right here bringing the ball up. He's got Ja Morant on him. And the thing I want to let you know about this play is Ja Morant is a good defender, and it's because of his speed. It is very hard to get him out of position because even if you do get him out of position, he's just so fast that he's going to regroup almost every time. So you have to have really good technique, and you got to have some good skill as you're driving to the hoop to get Ja. I don't want to say out of your way, but yeah, pretty much out of your way so you can get a better shot. So I'm just going to break down how CJ is going to do this. Ja's in good position, and then I want you to notice how fast CJ's first step is. Okay, he goes from dribbling, and very quickly he's already driving. And now he's kind of got Ja out of position. He's fast enough he can maybe recover on this, so he's not completely screwed yet. But there's nothing that Ja can really do in this situation. He's going to probably sidestep and try to get in front of him, but that's how you get a block called on you. So as you're going to see the play develop now, as you can see, he's not able to get in front of him, and now the Blazers have the advantage here because Valanciunas is going to have to come up because Morant is no longer able to guard CJ. He's out of position, and CJ is either going to draw a foul because if he goes to swipe down and block it, it's going to be a foul 99 times out of 100. He can have Valanciunas come up and dump it off to Nurkic for the easy bucket. He can shoot a floater over Valanciunas, which is what he's going to do. But as you see, because of that quick first step, it is very hard to have a quick first step and fool Ja Morant because he's probably one of the quickest players in the league. But CJ was able to do it, and because of his fundamentals, look how he positions his body. Now look again. Ja, he's not able to get in front of him. He's at an angle. His hands both go straight up because he knows he can't swat down or a foul is going to be called. And CJ is going to have good body position. He uses his body to kind of push into Morant to get separation. He shoots it soon enough so Valanciunas can't get there. He could dump it off to Nurkic if he really wanted to, but it's probably a high quality play that he does this. And you're going to see he's going to get the bucket. It's not the best shot, but it's a good shot, and he got Ja out of position, which he ended up doing a lot down the stretch in this game. But that was a good example of how CJ can use his technique and his awareness to make plays for the Blazers. So this next play I want to show you is related to the last play I showed because it's an alternate move that CJ can do off of it. And here's you're going to see Ja get the bucket. So CJ is going to get the ball. He's going to come straight down the court. 3 minutes left, 3-point game. He's going to have Ja defending him. This play is really nice. You're going to watch him come up. Nurkic is going to set the screen. Now Ja is expecting CJ to come this way. CJ does a good job of shifting his body this way, so Ja is expecting him to go this way, as anybody would. He's not wrong for that. But watch how CJ switches direction and catches him off balance. Right there. A little switch of direction, catches him off balance, and once again, he's got an angle on Ja to get to the basket where at the very least a blocking foul is going to get called on Ja if he tries to get in front of him. It's just like his quick first step up here. It's just a little shift in his body, and then boom, he cuts straight to this angle, and he's already got Ja out of position. And one thing I was really impressed with during this game was how often he was able to get Ja out of position, because that's hard to do. He's one of the most athletic players in the league. But CJ, it's just his technique is very impressive. So now, last play, CJ beats him to the hole. This is what Ja's expecting. So Ja's going to fly down and watch what CJ does. That little push right there. It's not enough of a push off to get called, but it's part of his technique. Ja's expecting him to come to the basket like he did last time, so he's going to do everything he can with all his speed to get in front, and CJ just gives him a little nudge and steps back, and now look where Ja is. Very good shooter McCollum is. Wide open three. Ja is completely out of position. Nothing but net. So, again, this is just a really good example of CJ's technique, and it's two different variables he can have off of that move. Once he beats the guy, he's able to step back and hit the jumper, and he's able to get to the hole and hit the floater. So he's versatile in that regard, and it helps the Blazers a lot. So this next clip we're going to go to here, we're watching this crazy series. Just going to wait for the Blazers to get the ball again. It's going to be CJ again down the stretch now. We'll take a look. They're up by 1 with 2 minutes to go. So this is, and Damian Lillard kind of had an off game. He dropped a lot of points. I think he dropped 31, but he was also like 6 of 25, I think, from the field. So all in all, he wasn't having an efficient day, and they really went to CJ down the stretch. And this is another play. One thing I noticed when watching this game is that something CJ McCollum really thrives on is his quickness off the bat. If he's able to get you with his first step, like this step right here, like his first step, if he's able to get you off balance or out of position, it's over. He's virtually unstoppable once that happens. So what the Blazers are going to do, they're going to have Nurkic come up for a little pick play right here. It's going to get Ja out of position again. And CJ's first step is too quick. He got Nurkic's giant body right here, and then CJ's first step, and all of a sudden Ja's out of position once again. So, you could run the pick and roll right here. This is actually set up pretty nice for a pick and roll. It's going to be a 2-on-1. But CJ, what he does is just masterful. His ball control and everything after this is just amazing. So we're just going to let this play. I probably would have drove right here, but he's going to see Dillon Brooks come up, and Brooks actually plays some solid help defense. He's going to get back to Lillard after this, but he plays some solid help defense. And so now CJ kind of holds up, but he's still got Ja out of position. So now he's going to step back, and Ja's probably thinking of the step back right here. So you're going to see him come up. He's not going to step back, though. He's going to step back up in front of the 2-point line. And Ja's pretty much just going back and forth now. He's kind of playing with him. Ja thinks he's going to step back, so he steps up. Now he steps up, and Ja's going to be off balance here. CJ is really just from this point going to step back because now he has Ja going backwards and off balance, so now he can step back and have an open look without Ja in his face, and that ends up being what happens, and he's going to splash it. And again, his technique is just so impressive, and this is another example of that. So this is the last clip I'm going to show, and again, it's toward the end of the game where the Blazers are closing the Grizzlies out, as you can see by the score right here. And it's another effect of Morant guarding McCollum and having to worry about his quick first step and his technique. And I'm going to break this down kind of like other clips here, so we'll let it roll. It's going to be another ISO situation because it was working really well for the Blazers here. They have everybody get out of the way. And then it's McCollum who's been getting buckets on Ja's head in this fourth quarter. So they're going to have one last ISO play for him right here. You can see him just tee him up. As we get into it, and now you're gonna watch McCollum or Morant. I'm sorry, he's a little bit farther back because he knows he has to be worried about McCollum's his speed and his ability to accelerate very fast and get around you quickly and get to the basket. So he's gonna be giving McCollum a little bit of space here, and then boom, now he has to worry again. Like McCollum's been getting past him with this quickness all game. Now he's on the side. Now he's out of position, and watch how McCollum is just gonna quickly just stop and stop on a dime and pull up and hit this jumper. It's just another effect of Morant having to worry about McCollum's quickness to the basket. And it gives McCollum these shots because of his technique and his ability to the basket quickly. Defenders have to play off like Morant did there, and it gives him the opportunity to make the shot. So the point I'm making in this video here, as you can refer to the title, what makes McCollum so successful for the Blazers is his technique. He's not the most athletic player. He's not that great on defense because of his size and lack of athleticism, I would say. But he is a great shooter, and his technique and fundamentals are perfect. He's not athletic, but he is able to he's able to position his body well as he drives or as he shoots. He's able to shake defenders off of him. He's able to quickly he's not athletic, but he has a good burst of speed, as we've seen in these clips. He's able to quickly get to his spots and do it efficiently. And again, he uses his fundamentals really well, and he gets defenders out of position without having to use his athleticism. And I think that's something that's very underrated in the league today because there's not that many players that can do that. You know, most of the best players in the NBA, unless you're a big man, are going to be like, and even them too, are going to be like really athletic. But you don't have that many players like McCollum who lack athleticism but are still able to get the job done. And I think he should be commended for that. And he's a pretty underrated player, and he's really the perfect sidekick for Damian Lillard because Lillard has his games where, you know, he's going to take over like he did at the end of the 8-game stretch in the bubble. But he's also going to have a game like this one, the playoff game, where he's not feeling it as much and he needs CJ to take over. And as you see during the stretch, CJ pretty much carried the Blazers to the win in this one over the stretch. So that's it for today's video. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you could leave any comments, any feedback in the comment section, or like or subscribe, would be greatly appreciated. Also, let me know if you want me to do more basketball videos. This is my first one, so I'm kind of just experimenting here. But yeah, thank you for watching.